By the time he was 8 years old, he had lost 5 siblings. At 9, he was left for dead, only to awaken from a coma, recovered from a seemingly hopeless state of body and mind. Bradley Quick is here to share with you his path from Skid Row junkie to successful talk show host, author, mentor, and motivational speaker. If you're looking for a better tomorrow, if you want a positive evolution, or if you're in need of a quick fix, you're in the right place. Now kick back and get ready for the top experts in the field of body, mind, and soul. Here on the Quick Fix with Bradley Quick. Purpose, power, motivation.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Quick Fix here on Cool Change Radio, your home for positive answers and the place for you to find that life and health solution you've been looking for. We're right here right now to inform you as to the latest life enhancement techniques in many different areas, including health, fitness, nutrition, psychology, finance, weight loss, and a whole variety of other wonderful and life-empowering topics. Today's show is brought to you by the Cool Change Foundation. If you're fond of our show, if we brought you some breakthrough solutions, or you just want to help us stay on the air, please donate today. Come on, think about it. When we make life better for mom and dad, we make life better for the children. When we make life better for the children, we make life better for the entire family. Everybody wins, and it's 100% tax deductible. No donations ever too small. You can donate right now at www.thecoolchangefoundation.org. That's thecoolchangefoundation.org. And remember, it's time for cool change with the Cool Change Foundation. Welcome, everyone. My name is Bradley Quick. I'm here, as always, to discuss solutions with you. I'm here to talk to you about having a better life experience and becoming the best you that you can be. Our guest today is Lakshmi Grace Phoenix. We're going to be talking about Toltec wisdom and the mastery of awareness. Hey, Lakshmi, you ready for a great show?
Absolutely.
Okay, you sit tight. We'll be right with you. Fair enough?
Yes.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you all for joining us on Cool Change Radio, BradleyQuick.com, and on Facebook. As you know, you can catch our live and recorded shows and interviews on those sites and many other websites. And as always, you can listen to our archived audio interviews, hundreds of them. Your favorite topics, favorite experts, and favorite personalities at BradleyQuick.com. And if you're not hanging out on CoolChangeRadio.com, BradleyQuicks.com is the place to be. And if you ever find yourself on that thing called YouTube, you can go to Cool Change Radio. That's our channel on YouTube. Cool Change Radio on YouTube. I think we've got over 410,000 views in about 90 days. I'm so excited and so impressed. You go there, subscribe, you'll get the latest every day. All right. Later, my buddy Paul Madrano, former Mr. Universe, will be with us here talking about fitness and healthy living in our Getting Fit with Mr. Universe segment. It's all going to happen shortly, so stay right where you are. And make a note, if you'd like to chime in with a question for my guest today, just pick up the phone and call us. You can do that right now, 818-824-9123. That's 818-824-9123. Write it down. Keep it on hand. It's the same number for all the shows here on Cool Change Radio, 818-824-9123. Okay, she teaches from a foundation of years, almost decades, 2 decades as a matter of fact, of experience in yoga, shamanic healing. Her path of self-discovery has been formed by Reiki, Syda, is that Syda or Syda?
Syda.
Neither one. It's Syda yoga and meditation and Toltec shamanism in the tradition of Miguel Ruiz, the author of the Four Agreements, been here several times. These powerful paths have joined together to create a balanced presence of fierce compassion. Joining us now on the Quick Fix on the Cool Change Radio and TV Network is Lakshmi Grace Phoenix. Welcome back, young lady.
Thank you. A pleasure to be here.
It's so good to have you.
Yeah.
So tell me about what inspired you to get involved in teaching the Toltec wisdom, becoming a Toltec shaman.
Well, let's see. Of course, my first 15 years were completely healing and working on
first 15
myself.
Years of what? Of existence?
In the Toltec world.
First 15. What was it inspired you to get into the Toltec wisdom?
Well, I just saw such an incredible results in finding a place of freedom and finding a place of happiness within myself that it was natural for me to want to be able to share that with people and to be able to offer tools of transformation that could be of support to others to also step into a place of freedom and happiness.
So what was your experience, though, that brought you to that place? What was I was walking down the street one day, and I found a fortune cookie fortune, and it said I should become a Toltec. What was it?
You know, I it was something I already knew. It was
Really?
something that I knew in my body. I started reading about shamanism about 17 years ago.
Right.
And when I started reading about it, I just knew what the truth was. I knew that it was true for me and that it was already in my body and that my cells already knew it and they just started waking
innately
up.
yours already.
My cells just started waking up
Lee,
too.
my buddy Lee
It
McCormick,
already-
you know Lee, he owns the Dreaming House, the base of the Toltec
I
pyramids.
do, yeah.
And the first time he was on a tour of the pyramids, went on a journey with some people like you and I. He looked down from the loop. He looked down the Avenue of the Dead, and looked at the Pyramid of the Sun and the Pyramid of the Moon, and just started crying, and then laughing and crying, and then laughing and crying and laughing. He didn't understand what was going on, and he looked at the gentleman who was in charge of this tour, and the gentleman named Ted said, "Welcome home." And Lee he had the same feeling that you did at that point. Amazing. So tell us, who are the Toltecs?
The Toltecs are a group of people that preserve the information of the ancient ones and the wisdom that is passed down from generation to generation, and they are a group of men and women who like I said, preserve that information, but they're philosophers, they're spiritual teachers, and they are the Toltecs. Actually, that word translates to artist,
Right.
and so they're the artists. They're the original artistry that they found in the temples that they created were these beautiful renditions of artistic drawings and creations. And so the Aztecs saw that and they titled them Toltecs.
Really? So the Aztecs titled them Toltecs.
Correct.
It was. I understand that the Toltecs came out of the mountain, built the pyramids, went back into the mountain. There's no record of their existence.
Yeah. There's really they're really quite a mystery, actually. There's no written documents or anything about who they are, but they were artists, not only in the sense of creating beautiful art, but also artists of their lives and artists of their dreams. So they really discovered how to create a dream of heaven on this earth. And that's really what this work is about, and the information and the wisdom that has been passed down from the Toltecs is really about creating a dream of heaven on earth.
It's about creating a dream of heaven on earth, and it's about living a spiritual path, is it not? Being able to engage in spiritual wisdom as opposed to the fears, hesitations, worries, and concerns of the human.
Well, correct. So building a dream of heaven on earth is about breaking through the stories and belief systems that aren't in alignment with spirit and our own heart and our own nature. And so part of doing that is connecting with divinity, and we could call that a spiritual path.
Now, I've been on the journey a few times. I'll be going back in October to do the journey of the Toltec wisdom again in Teotihuacan. Were the Toltecs exclusive to Teotihuacan, as far as you know?
Well, again, there's not a lot known about the Toltecs and where they lived, but they did build Teotihuacan, and Teotihuacan is the pyramids in Mexico, and Teotihuacan actually translates to where human becomes God.
Where human becomes God.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's amazing. So you get an idea of what the basis is of the wisdom of the Toltecs.
So I was there, and we started out the journey in hell. And it's really funny because hell is a part of the compound, and this compound's huge. This Toltec city is huge, and but hell is you can't see out of hell, can you? And it's down at the lowest point,
right?
And then the plateaus graduate up from there.
Right.
So you're in hell. You're in your own mind or in your own way. Tell me about that.
Right. Well, yeah. So being in hell is being completely taken by domestication, and domestication is
the social matrix.
Domestication is a form of learning habitual patterns through reward and punishment, and it's passed down from generation to generation, and usually those belief systems are out of alignment with our spirit and what nature, and out of alignment with nature and natural balance of things. So when we're out of alignment with nature and divinity, then we're in hell. That's pretty much the basis of it.
Right. So what we did when we went to hell is we gathered our fears. We gathered our fears and gathered our thoughts, and allowed the spirit to come in and help us with that. And then we went through a process to let go of those.
Awesome.
And to visit Quetzalcoatl and shed our skin like the snake, and so we could be rid of that, so that we can walk through the other 5 portals. I'd like to talk to you about those other 5 portals when we come back. Is that fair enough?
Okay.
You look so good on camera, you know.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. Stay put. If you got a habit you want to change, how would you do things differently to better your life if you could? Well, we just might have some insight for you, so you probably want to stay put. I'm here with Lakshmi Grace Phoenix. We're talking about Toltec wisdom and the mastery of awareness. Hey, she's a shaman, very effective in all kinds of healing approaches. This is the Quick Fix on Cool Change Radio. We're broadcasting live from Freddie Siegel Studios. I'm Bradley Quick, and yes, we'll be right back.
Today, experience the Quick Fix, a simple process for positive change. Written by Bradley Quick, author, producer, motivational speaker, and host of the award-winning radio talk show, The Quick Fix with Bradley Quick on CoolChangeRadio.com. Bradley's passion for life is evident in his book, written so you can experience health, find your purpose, and have more effective relationships. Beating insurmountable odds, overcoming death, and being paralyzed, Bradley fought his way back so he could help you conquer your struggles. Experience increased health, vitality, passion, and purpose in your life right now with The Quick Fix, and read about Bradley's courage, ambition, and determination to live. Whether the issue is your thoughts, your physical body, or you just want to feel better and be happy, The Quick Fix, a simple process for positive change, will change your life. For only $19.95 plus shipping and handling. Take positive action now and receive a free guided meditation CD with your order. That's a $20 value free with your order today. Go to BradleyQuick.com. That's BradleyQuick.com. Take control and begin feeling better now. Get the book and free CD now at BradleyQuick.com.
You're listening to The Quick Fix with Bradley Quick. Purpose, power, motivation. We'll be right back.
This has never been attempted before by any treatment center, ever. Seasons Malibu is willing to take the risk because they understand quality care and evidence-based long-term recovery. Pay for only 3 months of treatment and stay until you are better, period. I'll say that one more time. Pay for only 3 months of treatment and stay until you are better. Enough is enough. Seasons Malibu wants to count your days of recovery, not the dollars in your pocket. No gimmicks, no guarantees, just straightforward world-class treatment until you are better. Do not hesitate. Call now. Seasons Malibu, 866-780-8539, 866-780-8539. That's Seasons Malibu at www.seasonsmalibu.com or 866-780-8539, 866-780-8539. For a free consultation and details, 866-780-8539. All righty, welcome back. You're listening to The Quick Fix on Cool Change Radio, your home for self-improvement and a place for positive change. I'm Bradley Quick. We're right here right now to help you gain the upper hand in becoming all that you want to be. I'll be speaking at Seasons Malibu, a top-notch treatment center in Malibu, California, on July 31st. This is a network event for addiction and mental health professionals, and it starts at 12:30 with a delicious meal prepared by Seasons top-notch chefs. Then I'll be speaking about self-mastery, the next level of counseling, and the 7 stages of development. So join me the 31st of July at Seasons Malibu at 12:30. For this information, for this fun event, go to www.seasonsmalibu.com, seasonsmalibu.com for location and phone number. Mark it down in your calendar, July 31st, 12:30, Malibu, California. Be there. All right, for those of you just joining us on Cool Change Radio, Facebook, and BradleyQuick.com, welcome. You can listen to this show again or to hundreds of hours of other self-discovery content anytime you want by simply going to BradleyQuick.com. There you can also sign up for our weekly radio show email reminder, where once a week you'll receive the most recent interviews in the comfort of your own home or office. Then you can make sure to listen at your convenience. Make sure not to miss your favorite authors, experts, or personalities. You can also podcast any of our shows or just listen to us anytime from anywhere at www.BradleyQuick.com. That's BradleyQuick.com. All right, our guest today is Lakshmi Grace Phoenix. We're talking about Toltec wisdom and the mastery of awareness. This healing work goes beyond the intellect and manifests effective and tangible results as you unfurl into a new and beautiful connection with your own innate nature. Get uncovered the past and get rid of all that stuff and discard it as well. Welcome back, Lakshmi.
Thank you.
We're talking about the mastery of awareness. Tell us more about that.
The mastery of awareness, it's a beautiful way of creating transformation in your life. It's a key component in the Toltec wisdom. Of course, the first thing to really notice and to really come to awareness about is that we're dreaming, and that the world that we create is directly related to our belief systems and our subconscious belief systems. So if our subconscious belief systems are filled with ideas of domestication and negative patterning, then that's the world that we're going to create and that we're going to manifest.
And that's what the we were talking about the journey and starting out in hell and releasing the fears and going through the portals is about releasing all that stuff, isn't it? Utilizing Toltec wisdom so that you can get to a place of mastery of awareness, right?
Exactly. So if you refer to Teotihuacan, you start in hell, you take a leap of faith or initiation into the mouth of Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl is the plumed serpent or the two-headed serpent. So if you walk through the two-headed serpent, which in Teotihuacan is represented by the Avenue of the Dead. If you walk down the Avenue of the Dead or walk through the serpent, you anything that's not of support to your connection to divinity is digested. So through the belly of the snake, the belief systems and ideas, the stories, the domestication are digested, and as you come out the other side, through the mouth of the other head, you are in complete alignment with divinity and a pure being of light.
So the theory is if you can discipline yourself enough to let go of these things, if you can open up enough to let go of everything by going through this process, the Toltec process and the Toltec wisdom, you can come out with a mastery of awareness, because it's really all about the awareness, isn't it?
Yeah, it is about the mastery of awareness. And you can take the initiation or not. It's still really about awareness. The key is about awareness. If there's certain things in your life that aren't working and certain things in your life that there's a struggle about, or patterns that come up again and again and again, say in relationship or in work or what have you, then you come to the understanding and awareness that something needs to change. And so the key... Or
a lot of people are motivated by pain.
People are motivated by pain.
This pain. I got to get rid of this.
Well, if we're in a happy rainbow butterfly place all the time, then why change?
Right.
So when things happen that are unpleasant, that's when something kicks in and says, I really need to make a shift here. And so coming at it with the understanding that we are manifesting our dream and we're creating our world takes us out of victim stance. It gives us the power to make change, and it also empowers us to to create a world that is based in love and based in freedom. So the absolute key to that is the mastery of awareness.
I get to become a stalker in this venture, don't I?
Indeed.
Why don't you elaborate on that before people start sending me negative emails?
So stalking is an incredible tool for in the mastery of awareness. Stalking has to do with watching and taking inventory on your own belief systems, stories, and domestication.
So you're stalking yourself.
You're stalking your mind.
You're stalking the thoughts.
Yeah, you're stalking your mind. And so to do that, there's certain clues and certain things that come up that signal when there's a pattern or when there's something that is off or where there could be a negative belief system. And that's usually when we go into emotional reaction, when we are judging other people or gossiping. So those are a couple clues that you can say, okay, well, wait a second, I'm in judgment. Where's that coming from? Or I'm gossiping about this person. Where's that coming from? Or I am going into emotional reaction as a 5-year-old. Where's that coming from?
Right. When you ask yourself, where's that coming from, which is a great question, people can't always dig that deep, can they?
It's true. Sometimes no. And sometimes when we're in, it's so deep that it just plows over us again and again and again. But again, the mastery of awareness comes into people's lives and people who are listening to this radio show who actually want to make a difference and make shifts and changes in their lives.
So
it takes a lot of tenacity.
How does somebody get through those barriers? The people that are unable to access that, the location of the source of these.
Well, it takes practice. I mean, practice. So people are fed up with the patterns in their life enough, they will do it.
Well, I understand, but if I ask my question, where was the source of this thought? And a lot of people can't access that right off the bat. So what is the secret
to be able to stop?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so the steps for stalking, again, are to be aware of those clues that come up when we are stepping into judgment, emotional reaction, or gossip. And of course, we approach the mastery of awareness in a place of the witness. So we step out of the emotional reaction enough to get sort of a broader perspective. And this is like an unbiased, unjudgmental, a very loving place where we can oversee sort of what's happening without getting totally immersed in plowed over by emotional reaction. So approaching it as a witness is a important piece, and then being able to. So the key is to be able to step back enough to be able to see that the incident is not causing the emotional reaction.
No, it's hitting your buttons. That's what's causing it.
Right. It's the way we view the incident that is creating the
how
emotional
we associate
reaction.
our past experience, life experience, to that.
Exactly.
Right.
It's the layover. So there'll be an incident, an emotional reaction from that, and it looks like the incident is creating the emotional reaction.
Right.
But that is absolutely not true. What's happening is that an incident is happening. We're telling ourselves a story about that incident, and we're having an emotional reaction about it.
To that story.
To the story.
Our mind is saying, yeah.
To the story, not to the incident.
Exactly.
Because an example, if someone cuts you off in traffic, what story are you telling yourself about that?
Is it I'm not being respected? Is it I'm being violated? Is it?
Yeah.
There's all kinds of different.
Well, that
things,
would be upsetting.
Yeah, all kinds of things that may come into that story that pushes the button of, right?
Exactly. So it's not that someone did cut us off in traffic, because who knows what's happening with them. Yeah. They may be running to the hospital to try and give birth or have their head got cut off or something like that. So in that case, it's like, there would be compassion and say, oh, please, let me help you. But if we're telling ourselves a story that says, they don't respect me. They've been following me for miles, and they just waited for this exact moment to cut me off. Then that's where the emotional
Why that
reaction comes
biatch?
in.
How did she know? Right?
Exactly. So those are the things that upset us. And so we upset ourselves by the stories that we tell ourselves,
So
not by what other people do.
Stalking can support and create awareness
Yes.
of negative patterns and our reactions to those patterns.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So once we start creating those awarenesses, in the moment, it's very helpful to jot them down, to be
So you
able
take
to
a pen and a piece of paper.
little
with you.
pad of paper
Yeah.
in your pocket and write it down as soon as it comes up. I thought that.
Unless you're on the
People
freeway,
hate
ladies
me.
and gentlemen, unless you're on the freeway.
Don't
write
write
this
on the freeway or talk on the phone.
Okay, well, we're going to come back with more, okay? When we come back, I want to talk more about stalking and more about transformation.
Perfect.
Fair enough?
Yes.
Oh, I love this. This is so great. I'll be speaking at Seasons Malibu, a top-notch treatment center in Malibu, California, July 31st. It's a networking event for addiction and mental health professionals. They're going to have a great meals served at 12:30. I'll be speaking about 1 and 1:30. So come and see us. Come and see us. Go to seasonsmalibu.com, seasonsmalibu.com. Find out the location, get the number, and make reservations. RSVP for this deal. Hey, this is Cool Change Radio, your home for self-improvement and a place to reshape your vision of what's possible. We'll be right back.
There are self-help seminars costing thousands of dollars guaranteeing miraculous transformations. There are compelling speakers and life-changing weekend experiences where you can walk on fire. They all deliver revelations that guarantee you'll come back for the more expensive revelations filled with even greater wonder next month on Fiji. We get addicted to positive, heartfelt, expensive theater. What we really need is a jumpstart, an awakening, someone who can give us a reminder that everything we need lies within. Through inspiration and practical knowledge, Dorothy Donahue helps people get grounded and motivated, inspired and energized. It's not just words and affirmations and the power of intention. It's a mindset brought about by a tangible, transcendental experience, an audio-visual, physical, spiritual experience that helps us realize we transform ourselves. We get tools to become the conscious co-creators of lives of unlimited potential. Find out more. Go to DorothyDonahue.com. You're listening to The Quick Fix with Bradley Quick. Purpose, power, motivation. We'll be right back.
I'm Melody Beattie, author of Codependent No More. 7 times more Americans have hepatitis C than AIDS. I'm one of them. If you're one of the millions of Americans with hepatitis C and your doctors are treating you with interferon, then you're clearly aware of how your life has been turned horribly upside down. Backed by huge pharmaceutical monies, the medical community swears there's only one dangerous, disabling way to battle this silent killer. It's not true. There are alternatives, and they work. Triumph Over Hepatitis C is a book written by best-selling author Lloyd Wright, who fully recovered from this frightening disease. Lloyd is helping others to take charge of their lives and fight for their body's freedom from this crippling illness. His program is working for me. Call the people at Hepatitis C Free now at 866-HEP-C-FREE. That's 866-HEP-C-FREE. Don't become another medical statistic. Find out the truth about hepatitis C and get your life back.
Get your copy of Triumph Over Hepatitis C at Barnes & Noble and at hepatitiscfree.com. Call 866-HEP-C-FREE.
All righty, welcome back. You're listening to Cool Change Radio, your home for self-improvement and a place to find your passion and purpose. I'm Bradley Quick. We're right here right now to provide you with alternative solutions to the issues in your life. I'd like to share with you a great opportunity to come and join me in October. They actually go down there 3, 4, 5 times a year. But I'll be there in October in Teotihuacan, home of the Toltec pyramids, with my buddy Lee McCormick and Emily Greaves. We're staying at the Dreaming House at the base of the pyramids, a 5,500 square foot compound built to teach you about the Toltec wisdom. It's amazing. Get to walk through the 5 portals of your life. Get to experience your life in front of you. It's just amazing. You get to have a big spiritual whammy. It's fantastic, man. You'll love it. It's changed my life. www.spiritrecovery.com. That's spiritrecovery.com. Click on the Journeys link and join me on the pyramids. But they also go to Machu Picchu. They do soul care events all over the country. We've actually broadcasted from one of those before. So they're just amazing stuff. Get in touch with them. Get in community with them. Spiritrecovery.com. Spiritrecovery.com. Click on the Journeys link and join me on the pyramids in October. All right, we talked a little bit about it, but the angel of death is seated on your left shoulder and whispers in your ear that life is not to be taken for granted. She is a reminder to live to the absolute fullest and let nothing stand in your way of living your dreams. Joining us once again is Lakshmi Grace Phoenix, talking about Toltec wisdom and the mastery of awareness. Hey, Lakshmi, welcome back.
Yes.
We were talking about stalking, and there's a bunch of stuff we wanted to get to. Let's finish that up. Let's complete that thought, shall we?
Stalking?
Yes.
Yeah. So again, some of the steps for stalking is so we're building awareness around belief systems and stories that aren't of service to us. And the reason that's beneficial is because when we become aware of those stories, then we have more choice around what kind of dream we want to create and what kind of life we want to create. So becoming aware of these belief systems that keep us in hell is numero uno to start making transformation. So stalking judgments, gossip, emotional reactions, approaching that in a really love-based but witness state.
And from a third party, you want to start looking at your thoughts rather than being subject to them and feeling them and living them. You want to start looking at them.
Right, exactly.
And judging them, analyzing them. Is that true?
Well, not judging them so much, but just it's being curious about them.
Being curious about them.
Yeah, and just wanting to understand more about what those stories are that are creating your life.
Where they emanate from.
Yeah, and then being able to make choice about them.
And then you're able to get rid of those, right?
Right, and so being able to find out the source of what is causing the reactions, jotting them down to get really clear and having them, sort of in a more solid form.
So this is actually, utilizing this, you're actually being of service to yourself, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. This is what it's all about. And then really sticking with it and to really look through these things, because it can get slightly uncomfortable with pulling up stories and belief systems, and it leads to, incidences that may be uncomfortable to look at, but really stick with it, because, once you walk through these stories, what's on the other side is freedom.
My last experience in Teotihuacan, I went down there and I was in the Temple of Masters, and I had a visit. I got visited by spirit, or it was just amazing. It was just absolutely amazing. And it literally stripped me down. I didn't understand that at the time, because I went back to the compound and I was getting kind of weird, getting kind of really needy and everything. And it was embarrassing, but it was funny. And 2 weeks later, I had Miguel sitting right in the seat where you're at. And we went to lunch after the show. I said, Miguel, what happened? I went down there, had this profound spiritual experience, then I got nutty. And he laughed and he said, when we're born into this world, we're born with one DNA.
Right.
He said, then we build another DNA not to replace it, to conform with society, to conform with the social matrix, right?
Okay.
He said when you strip that second DNA, people handle it in different ways. They cope with it in different ways. That was your way of coping with that very uncomfortable feeling that you're talking about right now.
Yours, yeah.
And once you get rid of all that stuff, it may not feel real comfortable.
Right. And so that's why I say stick with it, because it's worth it at the end, and it's the key of transformation.
And that's what you do, is help people through that, right?
Yeah, exactly. So you can, the awareness is beautiful, and you can start making transformation either consciously or subconsciously. And so once you become aware of some of these patterns and some of these stories and these belief systems, you can start making conscious choices by saying, okay, there's that belief system again. I'm going to choose a different reaction to this situation. I'm going to choose to be in a different place with this story.
This is how we get into the shift, right, for ourselves.
Yeah, this is where the transformation starts happening. So the reason we're building awareness is to have more choice around the stories when they come up. So if you're aware of the story when it arises, you find a choice point of saying, okay, there's that story again. Am I going to react to it in the same way that I have been?
Is that the smoky mirror you're talking about?
Well, the smoky mirror is actually another a clue to be able to find out where we're going into reaction. So the smoky mirror, if we're looking into, well, the idea is that all molecules are a mirror of ourselves.
Right.
So when we're looking on the outside of ourselves and we see something on the outside, then how we perceive it is going to determine how much domestication is between yourself and that clear reflection. So everything that is created is of God.
Right.
And that's the only truth of our existence. The only truth of our existence is that everything that is created is of God. So if we're looking on the outside of ourselves or in a mirror, same thing,
Right.
then, and we're judging that, there is domestication or there is smoke that is clouding our perception because we're not seeing it in the clearest and most beautiful sense of that it can be, which is of God.
We have that judgment on it.
Exactly.
Right. We're not able to look at it for just plain what it is.
Exactly.
It's like living in the moment, there is no depression. Living in the moment, there is no anxiety. Living in the moment is the moment, right? And this is what you're saying is to look at everything for exactly what it is, not labeling it.
And what it is exactly is it is God.
It is God.
And so the truth of all molecules is that they are based in divinity.
In the last bit of the show here, last few minutes, I'd like to talk about what you do and how you can bring people through this evolution.
Yeah. So again, transformation can come consciously or subconsciously. And consciously, we can make choices in the moment to have other reactions. We can another beautiful way of consciously making choices is to, if you're aware of a story, to tell yourself 10 other stories about that situation that actually may be applicable, and see how your emotional reaction changes. So
Say that one more time.
So in the moment, if you're aware of a particular story that comes up, say someone cuts you off in traffic, and the immediate story that comes up is they don't respect me. What are 10 other reasons why that person may have cut you off in traffic?
I see.
And then see how your emotional reaction changes when you tell yourself other stories about a particular incident. So these are conscious ways of
and
making
you actually
changes.
take people through the systems like this.
Yeah. So those are conscious ways of making transformation. And then some subconscious is the work I offer. So if you come to me with awareness about certain patterns or certain belief systems, we will start subconsciously making shifts and changes in that structure to be able to start removing those belief systems.
That sounds like the easier, softer way.
Well, it's easier to work with somebody when first starting out, I found, because it raises the energy. And sometimes these patterns and these stories are so ingrained and stuck and solid that we actually don't even know that they're patterns. We just believe, oh, that's just who I am, or that's just how I was raised. And so we come up with these, we justify them. So to be able to work with somebody helps really see some of the blind spots that we have. And so the work that I offer is a combination of Toltec shamanism and Reiki. So the Reiki, of course, is a hands-on healing modality, which is just brilliant. And it's coupled with Toltec shamanism, which is really a dismantling of old belief systems, patterns, domestication, stories that are in our subconscious that aren't of service. And it's really rewriting the subconscious to free up the energy from these old patterns, old belief systems, and direct that energy into the dreams.
Her name is Lakshmi Grace Phoenix. We're almost out of time. Her number is 760-560-8708. 760-560-8708.
Yeah.
That's 760-560-8708. She's here in Los Angeles. She's actually in West LA.
Yes,
We
I
like
am
that.
in West
You're
LA.
coming back, aren't you?
I am coming
You're
back,
to the show.
September 11th.
She's coming back September 11th. I love it. I love it. Stay put, everybody. You're in the right place. Cool Change Radio would like to welcome all our new talk shows, including Dates and Mates with Dear Mrs. D, Damona Hoffman, Love, Serve People, and Remember God with Michael Brian Baker, and do look for our other upcoming shows right here on Cool Change Radio. We're coming back with Empowering Everybody. We've got Mr. Universe coming up. Mr. Universe, what a cool guy, all right? We'll be right back. You know who you are. Get quality goods for less from Bag City, serving all of Reno, Denver, Las Vegas, Bakersfield, Salt Lake City, Los Angeles, and many more cities. Up to 70% below retail on everything. Coin purses, wallets, organizers, purses, briefcases, backpacks, travel and garment bags, and ladies' and men's leather jackets. All discounted, all up to 70% below retail. Bag City, the best for less? Bag City serving all of Reno, Denver, Las Vegas, Bakersfield, Salt Lake City, Los Angeles, and many more cities. Contact Bag City at 818-990-1795. That's Bag City, quality goods for less money. Bag City, where 15% of all sales go to local charities. You can't beat that. You help local charities while getting quality goods at up to 70% below retail. Contact Bag City now at 818-990-1795. Contact Bag City today and get quality goods for less money. That's 818-990-1795. Shop Bag City to save. Shop Bag City for charity. Bag City, 818-990-1795.
You're listening to The Quick Fix with Bradley Quick. Purpose, power, motivation. We'll be right back.
Today, experience The Quick Fix, a simple process for positive change. Written by Bradley Quick, author, producer, motivational speaker, and host of the award-winning radio talk show, The Quick Fix with Bradley Quick on CoolChangeRadio.com. Bradley's passion for life is evident in his book, written so you can experience health, find your purpose, and have more effective relationships. Beating insurmountable odds, overcoming death, and being paralyzed, Bradley fought his way back so he could help you conquer your struggles. Experience increased health, vitality, passion, and purpose in your life right now with The Quick Fix, and read about Bradley's courage, ambition, and determination to live. Whether the issue is your thoughts, your physical body, or you just want to feel better and be happy, The Quick Fix, a simple process for positive change, will change your life. For only $19.95 plus shipping and handling. Take positive action now and receive a free guided meditation CD with your order. That's a $20 value free with your order today. Go to BradleyQuick.com. That's BradleyQuick.com. Take control and begin feeling better now. Get the book and free CD now at BradleyQuick.com.
All righty, everybody. Welcome back. Thank you all for joining us on Cool Change Radio, Facebook, and BradleyQuick.com. As you know, you catch all our live and video recorded shows on Cool Change Radio and over 700 hours of my best audio interviews, your favorite topics and personalities at BradleyQuick.com. This is Cool Change Radio. As you all know, we're broadcasting live from Freddie Siegel Studios. We're your home for self-improvement and a place for positive life enhancement. I want you to know we're being supported in large part by one of my favorite charities, the Cool Change Foundation. The foundation was created to help families and all the children in those families. They do that by providing positive transformational life enhancement methods and techniques to those children's caretakers, usually moms and dads, so they may overcome negative habits and become better role models and providers for the kids. As a direct result, the children's home and family life becomes more nurturing and loving. It does every time, and it's all because of you. You can help the foundation, help the mom, dads, and kids in your community, and you can do that right now. Simply send a donation of love and support directly to the foundation at www.thecoolchangefoundation.org. That's thecoolchangefoundation.org. Once there, simply click on the Support Us link at the top of the page. You'll be helping us help the kids. Again, thecoolchangefoundation.org. Click on the Support Us link and help us today. Every penny counts. No donation is ever too small, and the children need your help. From all of us here at Cool Change Radio, we thank you for your support. I've just been notified that Lakshmi has one more announcement she'd like to make. Lakshmi, before we go to Mr. Universe, why don't you make that announcement?
Okay, thank you. I wanted to mention also that I am offering long-term apprenticeship programs for 3- and 6-month apprenticeship programs.
Apprenticeship for what exactly?
Apprenticeship,
Toltec Shamanism?
Yeah, in Toltec Shamanism. So both of them go into tools of transformation, including learning recapitulation, which is a tool of bringing back your own energy. They also include private sessions as well, and really deepen into moving through some of these belief systems when you become aware of them and transforming them and creating major shifts in your life. So
That sounds great.
yeah.
We're going to go to Mr. Universe now.
Okay, perfect.
But David, let's give your number out one more time.
760-560-8708. And I'm on
That's
Facebook.
what? 760-5?
60-8708.
One more time?
760-560-8708.
Thank you, Lakshmi. Here we go, Paul Madrano. I'll see you guys tomorrow.